Mhm. Okay. Mhm. Hmm. G'day everyone. I'm just doing some stuff here. uh, Hi, it's Ros Boundy Psychic Medium here. Yeah, I haven't finished setting up and I got caught for time, didn't I? So there we go. I've got to, I'm just going to send over a link in case Leanne can be here, but I'm not holding my breath because um, I know that she's been busy lately. So I'll just quickly put in this into her messenger. But let's not hold our breath because I think really we need to be sending a lot of hugs and prayers and all that out to Leanne and family at the moment. So I'm just going to put it here just in case. And just in case. Whoops. In case. Yeah, that's all we need to do. So it is a Friday night and it's just going to be me at the moment. So unprepared and well, partly prepared. Yes, playing with the buttons again, Kim. I just saw that. I am playing with the buttons. So there we go. And there's Julie saying g'day. Well, hello, but I'm a g'day type of person. And Jess, g'day. And Keza, you're awake for now. So you've had a long day, I gather. So hopefully I'll be doing just some cards. I'm going to move down through them as I go because I may run out of some puff myself because I have had a longish day doing, the brain things, and that really does tire out eventually. So there we go. Oh, I put that up, didn't I? There's Kim's good evening. Oh, there you go. So, and Diane saying, yeah, hope I'm well tonight, card, please. Yes, that's to get us going. So, and I am playing with the buttons again, as you're aware. So there we go, Julie. I did say g'day, didn't I? And I am well. Okay, thank you. And we've got Nat, the lovely morning family, coming in for the night. Love a card and thank you. Yes. And there's between the sisters. There you go, Kay, saying hello to Kim. And that's all good, isn't it? It's lovely to feel like family here as well. So I think it's great. And Jess, you're saying g'day, hello. And there you go. See, there's Kim saying it back to Kay. It's so funny. I think it's great, lovely. Okay, what I'm going to do is just work down them now. And as I move through, I'll highlight the hellos. Okay. Oh, there's a cousin. Hello. Where else? Hi. Shall I listen in or read your book? Hey, it's whatever you want to do, Diane. I'm going to be, if you'd like a card, I'll pull a card for you early because you're early. Well, you're here at the start. So here we go. I'm going to pull a card for, now I won't be seeing the comments as we go down. I'm not flipping through. I'm just going to go through. So it would be really nice to not have repeats and I'll just go down. So here's Julie. I've got the cards shuffled and it's with the intention that the order that people have entered, that's the order the cards are going to be in by what spirit guidance is for you. And that's the intention of the shuffle, and that's what we'll do it as a guidance. So what you have there, Julie, now, is that clear to see, Julie? So you've got fire happening for you. It's a 5 and a 3 is 8 cards, so there's a bit of infinity in that as well. So if you don't want things to heat up too much, you might need to have that hose ready. So take control. Find the fire deep within your soul. I think what it's actually suggesting is that you're tapping into, that there's an area in your life that hang on, I'm just going to put that scroller thingy away. Hold on a sec. And There, I can get rid of that. Sorry about that. So you know that there's something that you've had as a hot desire, and it's going to fire up now. So take notice of what signs that Spirit's bringing to you in respect of having that being part of direction. So take the signs that they're showing you and move with it. But also, if it gets a bit too hot for you, you need to have something that's going to cool it down. Just put on your brakes, have the hose to put the fire, to control it a little more. But it's certainly looking like, and I do feel that this is in that in relationships avenue. So certainly tap into that. I forgot to finish my coffee before I came on, so here we go. Jess, here's yours for what you've got. Now, I haven't seen it yet. I'm not looking at them first. As you see it on the screen there is when I'm seeing it. So what you've got is beware of an ego at play, so take charge. Here's another one that's about taking charge, like the fire was take control. Here you are taking charge. But I think what you can do as the rooster shows up first thing in the morning, announcing the day, I think it's also that you're needing to actually, rather than having it being, be wary of ego, but it's still okay to actually stand in your power and be able to speak your mind in what you need to actually put out there to that, to those people who are giving you a challenging times, what I'm feeling there. So certainly stand your ground, announce what you need to be saying, use that voice in a wonderful way. Just have awareness around what the ego is doing for you, that it's not just from that space and place, okay? Because we can all, the ego is a very strong part of who we are. We all need it, but it's having that knowing of when it's not needed to that excess. Because it gives us that fight or flight instinct. Now, here we've got Kez's now, so it's the third eye. Tap into that, trust your intuition, and acknowledge the guiding words that come from within, the knowing without knowing. So I think as you're dancing around doing your work, are you working over the weekend? Really have that sense of connection and really tapping into that is the third eye, because for me, that's where I sense the yes, no as response for those inner questions as I'm communicating with Spirit. That is where I will feel the yeses. So I know when something's coming in strongly that there is that pressure there at the third eye. It's my confirmation that Spirit's giving me a yes. I do have another sense that is a no. So it's finding what is your yes, no, to tap into that intuition and really use that knowingness, okay? And trusting that you do have that connection very strongly. Once you've connected, move with it, trust it. Now, here's Kim's. And I'm just pulling them off apart. Is that easier on that side? You've got the web. Wow, 5 there. I like double numbers at any point of time because they are powerful. And you've got the web of creation, creativity. So the hard work is behind you and it's time to look forward. So you've already created that web. Isn't that lighting gorgeous, the way it's flashing? Does it make a difference when it's over here? Oh, it does, doesn't it? Just the angle of the light on it. So there you can see it probably a little more clearly. But I absolutely love the flashes of that gilding. So step into your rewards for having done the hard work and created your beautiful web of intentions. And we know a web does attract that is our, what we're catching. What are you wanting to catch? And here we go for Diane. We'll put it over that side. So you've got the lock and key. That is also an 8 number, as in 17, moving down into the 8. I'm trying to learn numerology as well. That's a slow progress. My memory banks are not that, the retention is a bit interesting. So here we got release your fears, unlock your inner power and strength. So you've got the key, you've got the lock. You actually have the power to do what you want with it. Is there something that you really do want to keep locked away forever? I think it's probably more freeing if you can actually release and let go, and actually then use what is the power you have to be able to, you know, with knowing we actually have the power to put things into place that we do want, what we want, to really manifest those intentions in a more direct way. We don't need to hide behind things that we don't want to show. Yeah, it'll turn up in that perfect timing for you as well. Now, we've got Julie. I don't think yeah, I did Julie's first, didn't I? Was that, yes, it was. But you'd said hi, Leanne, wasn't it? But it was me. So I'll put that one up too. There you go. Hi, Roz. Now, Kay, you're next in the list. And if anyone said, and now the reason I'm doing what I'm seeing is my list in the background of the B.live, where you're coming in from, because I may be I'm going to one of four places, because apparently I'm not eligible for LinkedIn. Even though I could choose it, I'm not eligible. I had it come up with, well, actually, I don't know whether it is coming up with me coming in or not. No, it's not. Interesting. But anyway, so it's the four places. It's my YouTube, it's my Facebook page, my Facebook profile, Leanne's Facebook page. So that's where it's going to. Oh, jingies, did I forget mytimetv.live? Can someone share it to there? Oh, bugger. Hang on. Hang on, another button to press. I need to do that. How silly of me. I had forgotten mytimetv.live, and that's where I actually go to. Dear. I'll have to just quickly share it over to there via, is that a group? No, I can't do that. Oh, that's weird. What's some more options? Share to a page. Oh, there you go. Oh, goodness. That was a silly dummy, me. But I love doing things like that. Brings some excitement to life, doesn't it? Right, what we've got for you there, Kay, is the judgment card. So you do not know the paths others have walked. What's your motives? Is it? Yes. No judgment required. There you go. So it's almost a bit like the lock and key, needing a little bit of your own judgment, and that's tapping in with your spiritual guidance as well. They'll be able to give you very much a non-judgmental guide in that pathway. So I'll just go a bit closer so that you can see it. It's got gorgeous little colours on those leaves and the rest. So it's also understanding where others are from. It's all, stepping into their shoes in a sense. Well, now I shall go to, that was K's. Now we've got Nat's. Here's yours, Nat. And I just realised with my time, I won't see their comments on the screen. So I probably need to monitor that in my on my iPad. Oh, gosh. Now, how do I get to that? Do you know what? I don't know. On an iPad. Interesting. I'm pressing buttons all over the place at the moment, and I've got reminders here all over the place. Something's coming in with notifications because I can hear it on my phone, so I really don't know what that's doing. I actually can't figure out why I had missed. Oh, come on. Why I'd missed scheduling it to my time. I thought I had it, and it's not coming up on my iPad. Look, that doesn't matter. Nat, here you go. You've got the dove. Absolutely beautiful. Make a peace offering. Absorb the silence and inner peace. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? One of my favourite things is actually sitting here in my office, sipping on my coffee and looking out the window, because I've got some lovely trees out the front that the birds really play in. That's the view that you'd see first thing in the morning. That's where the birds are, near the bird bath. It's absolutely lovely. So It feels from that you have got some resolving of issues to do with someone who you are close to. So you really need to be actually starting to work through that in an open way that, it's not going to cause arguments. It's having that listening, speaking mode on, where more listening probably does better. Okay. We've got Paula here. That really does feel peaceful, though, once something's resolved for you there, Nat. And for you, Paula, we've got the feather. So your connection to the spiritual realm is strong. Know that you're never alone. You are receiving guiding messages from above. So trust that. If you see feathers on your pathway, it certainly is the angelic realm and the spiritual connections that are trying to speak to you. And if that's the case, spend a little bit of time where you're actually asking them the questions. What's the guidance? Or take note of what you're actually thinking of at the time as you see the feathers. That timing itself might be around that specific thought that you're needing some more guidance on, and why you noticed the feathers at that time. So it is a strong symbol, that one. So now, Jess, did I do one for you yet? Yes, I did. That was the second one. So Kim and Kay, I've done yours now, haven't I? Both, one for each. Yes. And let me see. Evelina, did I do one for you yet? So here we go. And I know I'm very close to my cousins. Here we go. You've got the dagger. Now, it is courage and protection surround you. Break free from the negative cycle and release the unwanted attachments. Sometimes this probably is a strong indication for doing some sword cutting and that type of release, so that there is an intention, if there's anything that really is bothering you around another person. It's not with the intention to do harm, it's more to rectify how you feel about your own reaction and healing that is the issue. Now, I wonder what that messenger's for. Might just have a look. Oh, no, it's nothing. Yes, okay. Yeah. Interesting, different messages coming all over the place. So do take note of when you may need to use a dagger in that respect there, Evelina. And it is, it's more for cord cutting, for cutting yourself off from expectations or results, or things like that. It really is to deal with and sort things out that you can say it's done. There's no need for this connection to be hanging around anymore. And Di, what we've got for you is the stag. It's the first card in the deck. I should be reminding people what deck I'm using. It's Leanne's Inner... What? Hang on, I should put it over my face, shouldn't I? It's Leanne's Inner Soul Guidance Oracle deck. And I might put that in the comments in a minute, where to get them from. So we'll do this one, Di, and then you can go to reading your book. The stag is observe, listen, and pay attention. So step back, see the bigger picture. There is more than meets the eye. So I would say there's something that you've been contemplating that you're sort of wondering about. Do you keep on with it or not? Superficially, it looks like, but have a closer look, and it feels to me like you'll get a much bigger picture out of this, as instructed by receiving this card, basically. So stepping back, it's almost like being the witness to it. I love the reflection of the colours, don't you? Really seeing into it with that bigger picture in mind, and there will be something that gives that pattern and what is this from that love base, and really feel from the heart, is this really a direction or something that I do want to do and follow up with? Okay, so it'd be interesting to know what book you're reading. So Michaela, how are you tonight? Lovely to see you here, and I've got the thank yous, so thank you. And Liz from YouTube, I'll go back to that. I will get to them all as much as I can. It is why, remember, it's good to be early for these Friday night ones. Oh, my totem is the owl. I love the owls, as you know. There we go. See, there's my owls. And if I took down that comment, you can see even more owl-based things there. Not that I don't go nuts over them, but I do like the owls. So here we go, be observant. It's time to see things more clearly. Draw on your feminine energy. Now, seeing things more clearly, that's interesting in the fact that even the stag, the card before, some of these cards will mean things to each and every one of you, not just for the specific person that it's drawn for as such. And we had a very strong feminine energy this morning in the Lenormand card. So, wow, what a thing to have follow through. So use your inner wisdom there, Michaela, and really allow that to be your guide as well as your soul connections, as well as your spiritual guidance. So, it's stepping back and seeing things more clearly as well, almost on that global level. But it's the listening and seeing things. Yeah, the observance there. So, Bev, here we go. Oh, pink hair. That looks gorgeous. The heart. Wow. Offer love. Feel love. Be motivated by love. And this is the second card in the deck. Isn't it gorgeous? I think that's actually very self-explanatory. Really tap into that heart space. If there's anything that you're doubting, go to your heart space and consult, sit with self, sit with that inner heart and really tap into that is the wisdom of unconditional love. So very good card to have there. And that's any time that you're feeling some difficulty, okay? Now, Julie, I think I did do one for you, didn't I? Yes, I did, because I've done everyone up above there. And Jess, did I do yours? Yes, I did. If it really is that I've missed one because my fingers slipped on the buttons, you'll have to let me know, because I can't, sometimes I can't catch all of them. But I think I'm doing pretty good at the moment. What do you think? Oh, whiz down to the bottom. Oh, thank you. I've got the thank yous there for those who are there. Beautiful hour from Michaela. Yes. Some of those comments I won't put up as I go because they're thank yous. I just love doing this. It's a fun night, even funner when Leanne's around. But, sometimes we've just got to do our own thing and wish Leanne and the family all the best and heartfelt healing energies for Tara. The broom is for you there, Rhiannon, and it is clear out the clutter. Make way to receive your blessings. I think that probably also is indicative or showing you that it's probably even on that physical level. So one of the first steps of being able to let new energy in is to clear out your physical space. So if there's things around and about you that you're feeling, oh God, I don't really need that anymore, clear it out, sweep the floor and really get into it. Almost like a spring clean is what I'm feeling. And then that in itself, with that, you do a saging and then an intention setting for what new energies you want to bring into your life. That's what I'm feeling with that card. Okay, Rhiannon? So, and we had Michaela there asking for the card, but I know I've already done Michaela, so that's good. Now, Nicole, good evening. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen those doggies as an avatar yet. So here's your card. Oh, lovely. It's the wings. Isn't that beautiful butterfly? And see the heart torso center there? It's beautiful. Spread your wings and take flight. There are no limitations. And it is card 11, it is the first master number, the angel card, angel energies. Pretty sure that's what 11 is associated with. Absolutely beautiful. It does remind one of the wings of angels. It's the transformation. It really is moving yourself into those energies of connection and connecting with self, connecting with your angels, connecting with your spirit guides, all of that are your special connections. And that's even with the inner self. Have those deeper meaningfuls with that inner heart space, with that inner soul, your higher self. You might know different names for all of those things that I mention. But certainly it's you who's limiting yourself. So take the shackles off and allow those wings to really expand and fly. The cocoon is not holding you anymore. There is that level of, yes, you've got to take the risk and step out and away from what is your comfort zones, but it is worth it. Take that step and fly. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure I did do one for you, Evelina. Yes, I had. So, and Bev, Bev. I really like this one, Bev. I mean, really, you've got to giggle at some typos sometimes. Can I have a scarf, please? Certainly you can have a scarf, but I don't. I do have one. It's in the lounge room, but I'm not wearing it. I've got my heaters on, and I have already done a reading for you because I remember commenting on the beautiful pink hair. I'm pretty sure I hadn't I? Yes. So thank you for that. It gives us a bit of a giggle, doesn't it? And Lee, I'm pretty sure I haven't done one for you yet, done a reading. What's your avatar? Is that a horse? The back end of a horse? That's one of the work. For me, the back end of a horse is not what I like seeing. When I was 5, I had a horse tread on my foot and she wouldn't get it off. And I wasn't very old and I've hated horses ever since. It really traumatized me. But I have managed to get past some of it. I've held my daughter's horses, the rein thingy. She did convince me to get onto a Clydesdale, and I said to her, don't you dare make it move. So like any trustworthy, dutiful daughter, she made it move, and I squealed. Oh, panic, freak out. I did. Yes. Not a comfortable feeling when you've got a thing against horses. But here you go. You've got the wolf card. Isn't it beautiful, the howling? And we've just had a full moon, haven't we? So you sort of expect the howling of a moon, of a wolf at the moon. Sorry, there you go. That was a long story, wasn't it? So look at the connections that surround you and use your voice. It's time to speak up. So communication is the key. And that's what Wolf is letting you know at the moment, in spirit, of course, too. So there is something that you're needing to say. So don't let anything that you feel is blocking your voice, don't let it block. Really go past that comfort zone and discomfort. Oh, you know what I mean. Shift past it, shove it aside, really speak what you need to be speaking about. Okay, that's the message for you there, Lee. And whoops. Now, Kay, did I do a card for you? I thought I had at the start. Yes, I must have done. You might need to let me know. Let me whiz down to the bottom and see if you had poor bad horse. Yes, it was. And her name was Royal Cressy. I remember her very well. And she looked me in the eye as she still stood on my toes. It hurt. I can remember it so clearly. And one of the funny things was one of Mum's beautiful favourite horses, and she can't remember that she didn't, when I mention it years later, she didn't remember me having been trod on at all. I do. Yes, it's not something I remember from a photo. No one photographed it. I remember it. And Sarah, oh, I did have a wonderful day. Here we go. Card. Anything about working from home versus working. You need to just take the step. Here we go. But here's the card for you. It's time for spiritual beginnings and the birth of new things. So unexpected news is coming. So when you add the 3 and the 8 up, it's 11. So it's a pair number. Trust, needing to take the step. Put it out there more that you are in business. Do some form of marketing in a way that's going to really bring in those clients. And then you'll be able to step out of the working and actually being able to help from your home and use that as your basis of where you're doing your healing work. It's time. Trust that news is coming, that you're going to be able to do it that way. Okay. get your marketing done. And Julie, you said thank you because I've done a card, isn't it? And Melissa, I'm pretty sure, have I done yours or not? This is where I'm going to start getting a little bit confused because I've got so many names I've been through already. And it's wonderful to have you all here. Thank you so much for being here. And we probably still have a bit more time for you to invite friends and others that you know who might be interested in coming on for a card. I was going to do something different tonight, but then I realised I can't use the lighting I've got to shine up on the table. So it just wouldn't have worked because I couldn't see the table. I've got crappy lighting for that. I must invest in a decent one. So for you, Melissa, what we've got is the chest. So it's abundance comes in all forms. Be open to receive. So here's a treasure chest. Make sure you found the key. Don't lock it. Or whatever way it needs to be opened, you will have the right tool. You'll have the key there. And just whatever it is that you desire in the sense of the abundance, because it doesn't necessarily mean it's money and those sorts of treasures. It is abundance. And have you heard the term Pandora's box? I don't know that that's the right one, but it's that is a mixture of all sorts. So it's almost feeling to me like it's like the colours on this are just a mixture of all sorts of colours, so beautifully designed. Really, it looks like watercolour wash, doesn't it? I think it's almost like whatever you want the colours to be of what the abundance is in whatever way that you can create that, manifest that, and open that treasure chest, and there it will be. Yeah, put that intention really into it. Something that you've really been desiring as far as that level of abundance is coming soon. And I just got the number 7, so I don't know whether that's 7 weeks or on the 7th of the 7th or something like that. So just have a feel around that date, and a number that's 7. Okay, Melissa? And Deb, I don't think I've done one for you so far either. So here's your card that's next in line. And there we go. You've got the door. Card number 16. Behind the door is the unknown and unexpected. Surrender to what is coming. And there's another one that's got a key. What's the key that's going to unlock that door? So be ready to open it, though. Have that door open to what is. It's almost, what's the show that used to be on many years ago? You may not be old enough for it. The Pick a Door or something like that. Was it? Oh, sorry, I'm listening for birds. There's a bird song out there I can't recognise. Very interesting whistle. Did any of you hear it? It's gone now, unless it's kids playing with a whistle. So be prepared to allow that door to open, or you be the one to open it. So it's going to bring you something that will be beneficial for your growth and learning. Don't expect that it's going to be all roses and sunshine. It could be something a little challenging, but absolutely worth it. It's what I'm getting. Surrender to what it is and allow that to continue onward. Now, what I'm going to do before I take your comment off, so I'm at Deb's. So we need Kirsty is next. I'm just going to put, now what is it? I just want to put the website innersoulguidance.com.au. Oh, gee, got to put the cursor at the right place. innersoulguidance.com.au. I think I can send that from there, so hopefully that shows up. Now, Kirsty, yours is the next one, and going through a lot of changes at the moment. Change is growth, is strengthening, and yes, it can be challenging, and here we've got a pathway. So the pathway is not always easy, believe in your journey. So there you go. It really is confirming you've got a lot of changes at the moment. there's still more to come. And what I'm feeling with that is just be mindful. I do feel it's not so much the things in the way. I think it's where it's got worn out and other feet have trod, that sometimes there can be the little potholes and that type of thing. So tread your own pathway, but be mindful of what others may have already trod in the teaching, so that, so many times what we perceive of others' journey, it is theirs to experience, but we can still learn from that, to be aware as we are treading our pathway, that it's giving us a bit of forewarning in how we may be able to handle our own situations. Just have that awareness that as you're moving along, you do need to trust your own gut instinct around what's happening for you, and step into it with that inner faith. That have that connection with your spiritual essence, your spiritual guidance coming in as part of that team that you can hold hands with, basically, as you're moving along. And I actually feel the sense of skipping too, like it's with joy. Many moments are still going to be with joy. So there we go. So Mandy, yours is next. And here we go. I haven't looked. Oh, you've got the moon. So new moon brings new cycles and energy. So prepare for new beginnings. And that's the 8 card. So that's an abundance, some infinity happening with an 8 card. So it's prosperous. So bring in that new energy and be ready to actually receive. And that partly too is it's taking advantage of what resources there may be around to actually increase and brighten that light, because the moonlight is what's reflected from the sun, but it doesn't lessen it any the more, because it's softer and more nurturing and going to bring in what you're needing to receive in a much more gentler way. So, it may not be heaps and heaps in all of a sudden. It's just that gentle flow of what can be abundant knowledge, or shining light on new things, or a new, something that you've been thinking of that you want to start as a new project or a new home space somewhere. Are you actually planning on starting, shifting, moving space? Or it could be shifting furniture. That's part of moving. I'm getting a shifting, like it feels like stuff shifting around. So what does that mean for you? Now, Kez is saying thank you. And Dana, it's wonderful to see you here, Dana, because, hang on, there. Sunflower. It has been a while since I've seen you on the lives. Sunflower, enrich your life with joy, happiness, and longevity. So that's bringing in the sunshine. If you've been feeling a bit down lately, just bring that down. And I find the easiest way is just to bring nice memories to your mind and smile. And that really does lift your spirits when you're feeling a bit down. And really intend that what you want to have as most of your day is joy, and not think too much of that gives a heavy feeling, because we are our thoughts. And the message is to really bring forward that joy and happiness in what you're experiencing through your days. Okay? Not focusing, because where our focus goes, that's where the energy is flowing too. And we're going to get more of. If we're thinking of the negatives, it's going to be more of. Think of the happy times, the gratitude you have for what you have, and all that brings in that loving energy and feeling for happiness too. And that's wonderful. Thanks, Kezzy. Yeah, sending lots of hugs and kisses to Leanne and family. Yeah, I understand that. Now, Joey, what we've got for you, that's a very nice avatar. Quite like that. We've got the snake. So that's 4 and 9's 13, brings down to 4, doesn't it? Not sure what that is in numerology. I can't remember without looking it up. So the snake, shed your skin, prepare to heal and transform. You're always evolving. So I think there is something ahead of you that you're going to be looking at an option differently. So that as you're looking, and what I'm seeing is actually some agreement. So there's something that needs to be just shifted a bit so that it can complete that process of transforming from what it currently is into something that is going to be very enriching for you. So, and I am feeling that that is looking a bit more at the detail of whatever is in that agreement. So, and you'll find that it really will bring forward, transform in itself that agreement too. It feels like a legal paper of some sort. So that's some transformation and growing out of a small older skin and into something new. Rather exciting, really. So, now, Kerry, did I do one for you? I think I did, didn't I? Or didn't I? I'm just going back to have a quick look because I want to be fair to those who have been, yeah, I haven't yet, so I can't see one. So, good. The next card is yours. So you'd love a reading right now to see if you're going to be okay. Feel and sense into the going to be okay, not as an if, but I am okay. That's what I'm getting. So here's, there you go. So the Scorpion's confirming that your words can sting. Watch your tongue and choose your words wisely. So even in what you're asking there, it's an if I'm going to be okay. It's that same emphasis on where our thoughts go, what they create, and how we put the energy into how we think, how we feel, how we're looking at, well, our life and what is around and about us. And it does mean the words that we communicate with, change it out so that it's if is not there. It is I am okay. And it's not going to be I am okay right now. So that's what I'm feeling. So if you catch yourself actually putting the words there that gives a doubt, take them out, rethink it straight away, and you'll feel that strengthening of what is the energy flow you want it to be, okay? Because it will be in that instance what you want it to be. Okay, that's what I'm sensing with it. So you will be okay. You are okay now. Okay. There's an okay. Thank you. Now, Lena, what I have here is the Infinity card for you. So it is the 8, well, it's the 10 card. It's a 1, it's the start of, but Infinity itself is seen as being a number 8 card too, because 8 in the diagrammatical, because it is that infinity opens out to a circle, that type of thing, which is a ring and no start, no finish. So, and it says that there. I wasn't looking at the card. The never-ending circle of life. We learn to move forward on our journey. So what you're needing to do is really take notice. I think there's some things around about you that you do tend to not notice as much. And I think what I'm sensing is there's a missing out on in FOMO, in the fear of missing out on something. You're missing what already is happening, if you understand that. And that's where I think the infinity is. It's the circle of life. It's moving through with where you are right now, not continually looking around and about. It's being present in the now and really taking notice of that. And that is what is our infinity, of each present moment being what it is, okay? And that in itself moves us forward, having that sense of presence, being present. Okay, so thank you for that. Now, here we've got Liz. I'm hoping I'm not too late for you and that you've persevered on YouTube to continue watching. I'm just having a quick look because those who are at the end of the line at the moment may not get a card yet. Let's see how far it goes. So for you, Liz, what we've got is the crown. Oops, I'm just trying to find my place in the line again. So draw on your inner power. A change of luck comes your way, so reap the rewards. lots of beauties there in the crown. A crown really is made, well, a crown can be made up of gems and jewels and beautiful gold and gold and silver and whatever metals, precious metals you would like. But it can also be, and what comes to my mind really is the crown of Christ as he was crucified, the crown of thorns. We create our crowns. You're going to be able to create your crown as you desire it, reaping the rewards, really knowing that it is luck that's coming your way, but it's luck by design too. It's not just ad hoc. There's been background work that you've been doing that brings it forward into your hands, raising it to your head for others to see as well. Because isn't that why we wear a crown? It's to be seen and recognized as that is the kingly or queenly or, God, goddessy, all of that sort of thing. It's a power of responsibility too. So that's what I'm sensing there. So as much as I am wondering whether that's children outside playing. You can hear a whistle. It doesn't sound like there'd be birds at this time of night. So wear your crown in all its glory once on your head. I think it's a really good confirmation that you've got there and design it as you would like. So there's something that you are going to be able to acknowledge for yourself too. And we've got Evelina saying thank you. Oh, thank you for that. Now, Michaela saying, yes, hello, lovely. Big day at work tomorrow. Now, did I give a card? Did you have a card already? I'm just going to quickly go back and check because I don't want you missing out. Yes, I had. So that's good. Now, Nicole, I'm wondering, yes, I did give you a card because I remember the two dogs on the bed. Aren't they gorgeous? Now, you're reading for people off a different page. There's, as I said earlier, there's 4 different pages I'm actually sending to. The My Time TV.live, I haven't been monitoring because it's hard to do when I'm focusing on my screen. I can just see, I can't see if I can get to the jolly thing here. On my iPad, it's a little bit more difficult to get these things coming up properly, and I can't, so I'm not going to bother. I might just see if I can get it on another tab here. Let me just have a look. Let me have a look. Just do that quickly, and here we go. We'll see what it comes up with, and hopefully not too distracting for you in the background there, because that was actually my goof tonight. Because I was putting the link in for LinkedIn, and then it came up with I can't do that, and by then I'd already started. I see it's not coming up with it being a live stream in there at all, even a post. So hopefully anyone who have seen it on My Time will have come over to one of the other pages. So thanks for that reminder though, Bev. Thank you. And let me see, Michaela's got some pretty card from Bev. I'm not sure which one you meant was a pretty card. Well, they're all pretty cards, aren't they? And Joanne, I know I haven't done one for you yet. Haven't seen your picture. So here you go, Joanne. Oh, wonderful creative card, the palette. Oh, card 29 comes down to an 11. So that's a power number, or a 2 if you want to look at it right down to the single digit. But it can come to an 11 as well. Be creative, express yourself, and learn something new. So are you actually an artist, or you've been thinking about doing it, or creative, some sort of a craft? I think that there is going to be something you'll bring to the fore and actually really go forward and excel at. It just feels to me that and it's almost to a point that it's going to be, not so much just for mental health or that type of thing. Why does that come up? I don't know. Or it could be something to help another person with as far as for their mental health. But I'm feeling it is more for you because, really the cards are for ourselves first, and then in whatever other message they are. But I do feel that it's something that you're going to be able to really excel at, enjoy to its fullest. So if you've had that inkling of doing a new project of something absolutely brand new that you don't know of how to and whatnot, go and give it a go, have a learn, and see how far you can go. Because to me, it feels like you're going to really excel at that new avenue. Now, Kat. Oh, good evening, Kat. How are you going? And here we go for you as well. We've got the unicorn. Oh, how magical is that? Trust your transition, enjoy the changes, and feel the magic. Oh, wow. I'm almost feeling, are you heading into a new job, changing a job or upping it? More responsibility. There feels like there really is an updo, an upgrade, a shift of that nature with this card. It's almost going to be something that, it will be that magical, wow, I've made it. This is going to be absolutely perfect, and it will be. So enjoy that. Wow, that feels good energy there. So wonderful. Sorry, I like this comment that Michaela's made. It's a really nice way to welcome winter with a broom. Yep, it is. Well, at least it'll warm you up using it, won't it? All that energy. Oh, that's good. So the card really did mean something for you. Literally started doing that today. Oh, that's wonderful. I really like it when the feedback comes back that they've really meant something positive for people. And we did do the card for Lee, so that's cool. Because I remember the story and the horse. Please have a card. Mimi, here you go. You've got the dog. Oh, wonderful. So I love the dog because I've got my dog down here. Had to take her to the vet again today, and she will be having an op. So number 9, completion 2 of a cycle. So you deserve friendship and loyalty and support. Feel the unconditional love that surrounds you. So it really is that trusted friendship circle that's around you. Tap into that network in its fullness. And really, if you've got a dog, oh, wonderful. And love taking it for the walks and playfulness. They are such loyal, beautiful beings, aren't they? Yeah, I do feel I just had sort of a little warning on one of the close friends. Like, just be careful how you share with those in your network. But it certainly is a support network that is very much a fulfilling thing for you. So continue onward with that, but be mindful of what you do share with one in particular. I'm not getting anything more than that, but just be mindful. Okay, so thank you, Mimi. And Nicole, thank you as much. Please ignore my second request. I couldn't see my first request. Hey, look, it's all okay. I work through them and double check. And yes, it does take a little bit more time. Just means it's a bit more thorough, sort of. I know, I see the comments at times on other people's pages, and Leanne's as well on the Wednesday night. There'll be that if you feel led to me and all the rest. I don't flip through because I lose track too much. And I think it's quite a valid way of being guided by spirit to pick people when you've got a lot that are coming in for having readings. But for me, I feel, well, those who have come in early, that's the order they come in, and it's just easier for me to do it this way when it's one person by self. So much fun when Leanne is here, but look, we'll keep our healing hearts and energies flowing to Tara and the family, really. Now, did I do one for you, Deb, earlier? I think I did, didn't I? I'm just going to go back and see, because, yes, did. Pretty sure. That's why I'm taking it slowly. I do remember the bad horse. Actually, Cressy was a very, very nice horse. I just didn't appreciate being trod on. And Lee, you're saying you've got the back end of horse because your granddaughter has her back to the photo as well. Yeah. Yep. I can see that. Yes, I just noticed she does. Her back is there to the horse. So good explanation. Thank you. Now, Prue, I don't think I have done a card for you. I can't remember seeing that gorgeous face. Here we go. What we've got for you is that beautiful trust card, and it's 19. That makes it the start of your journey, as in 1 and 9 is 10, which comes down to a 1. So trust, it will all work out. So the sun's going to rise in the morning and the moon does set. Well, the moon actually rises at night. So the sun rises in the morning and the moon sets in the morning. Sun rises, moon sets, sort of. Except for eclipses and all that techie stuff. But anyway, you get the gist of this. It really is trusting and knowing for yourself that whatever you have in your connection with spirit, trust it. Whatever you have in that gut feeling, trust it. When you question it, just go with the flow of what is the strongest feeling that you can. If you doubt, connect in with your spiritual senses in all ways. It could be just really having that inner conversation with a particular angel or spirit. Ask for the help if you feel that you're not trusting enough. This is telling you to trust. So practice the ways that you can undoubtedly trust completely 100%. Okay. And it's you that is the 100% first. Trusting that inner self, because that's what's connected with your spiritual guidance and your heart center, your soul center, all of that is you. Okay. So that's with anything, everything, really start to do that practice and trust. Now, Wendy, I haven't seen you here either so far. So here you go. I'm going by the avatars and what I remember seeing now. So, because we are coming up to being close to the end of the time as such, because I do really only sit here for an hour. Footsteps. Actions have consequences, so be conscious of the imprints you leave behind. And that's another power number. It's one of the angel ones by 2, so it's 22. Gives a little bit more oomph. So what have you had in mind that you're actually working on and doing? So keep in mind, and this is a little bit more that bigger picture, but the future, what is the legacy that you're wanting to leave as the behind? It's not just imprints, it's a legacy. It's something that can be your history. Just trying to think, on my YouTube channel, Les, I am the ancestor of the future. Now I can't remember the song. But it is having that mindfulness around what you're doing now. Actions do have consequences, and what do you want to leave as that memory? So many more of the younger generation now, there you go. That to me looks like you're much, much younger than me. Being more attuned to gaining experiences rather than spending money on the things in life. So they're actually investing in equipment. And I'm thinking more, there is a couple of my nieces, nephews who have camper vans. A son does, to give family experiences and not doing so much that's just having to have toys and things like that just break and, in the dump and all that sort of stuff. It really is giving quality life and sharing in that way as families. It's wonderful to see it happening more and more. Yes. Now, Michaela, you've got a story. You believe with the horse story, your brother was bitten on the head. Ow! Bitten on the head. Ow! I was trotting on the foot. That doesn't sound much in comparison to being bitten on the head. Ow! I can imagine he wasn't happy. There you go. Now, Lee, you've given some feedback too, so thank you. Makes sense. You've been very outspoken this week. I think I've put everyone in their place this week. It's been coming. People should activate their listening skills better. I wouldn't have to put anyone in their place. Yes, exactly. And I've had lots of messages myself that's come out as far as, what is passed on by spirit is to do with listening. We do need to be listening, quality listening. It's not just to hear what is happening. It really is that giving the time to listen and understand. So well done you. And Kay, hi. Oh, Mum's house goes under the hammer on the 9th. Is the number 9? It's a completion. There is no emotional connection to a number being lucky or unlucky. That's my belief. That things like that aren't, that there's not a judgment around it. It just is. But as far as the energy of a number 9 in the pathway of stories and experiences and that, in the numerology, you start with the naught, the move to the 1, 2, 3, and so forth, so that by the time you've completed, it's the energy of a 9. So it is a completion. It's good that it's actually at auction on the 9th as far as a day number goes. That just to me feels really good because it's a completion, it's finishing off. And I'm feeling that it will go well as far as getting a good price and all the expectations that you have plus more. That's what I'm feeling with it too there. So cool. Now, I've already done Mimi's. Now, Deb, I'm not sure if I've done yours. Haven't seen your picture, so here we go. You're probably just squeezing in that air bit. Oh, my favourite sea creatures is the dolphin. They are one of my totems because I tend to feel that there's an animal relative to, or a totem relative to each element. So earth, air, fire, water, and ether. Earth, air, fire, water. I have to do I can count. I just had to remember. I'm going to blame COVID brain fog. It's yes. We'll leave it at that. Dolphin, be playful, have fun, find your inner child. And one of the things with dolphin is they're absolutely so intelligent. We've seen that evidenced as, as they can be trained, and all the different ways that we've witnessed on, what do you call them? The docos, the documentaries and the rest. How intelligent are they? I know that myself from some of the meditations that I've actually had that have involved dolphins. Absolutely the wisdom of the ancients. So tap into that energy and have fun with them. Connect with them even on that more spiritual, communication level, because we can with any animal, with even the trees and, the objects and living things that we don't even think of as being alive. It's energy, it's vibration. We can communicate with them. So have fun with that. Definitely very, very, it is a beautiful energy. So tap into it. Definitely. You're being told to connect. You are being told to connect. And there we go. Now, I think I've done the most of who has been up to date, previous. Now, I know that there is some who are still waiting, wonder what the door is that I'm opening. Well, that was the surprise. I think that was going to be an unexpected. So it's just be ready when you feel the sense of a doorway. It can even probably be some form of a portal. I don't want to get you into the spookies, but it could be some level of what you're going to be receiving as a knowing too, that it will open a doorway. Just be ready for it. Just, step through as you need and feel and have that intuitive sense of, wow, this might be it, and step through. Open it up. Take advantage of it. So I've got quite a few thank yous, and thank you so much that you've joined me here in this space and had some fun tonight. Well, I do. It's a shame, that I can't get to everyone, and I can see there that I probably haven't seen yours or done yours. So I'll just quickly do the line, and I think, Deb, I've just done yours. So here is the line for you, Nikki, and it's your inner roar empowers you. It offers strength to overcome your hurdles. So anything that you're going to be experiencing that you do feel is really challenging, just remember the lion card and how it can shift its voice out there to really, effuse that I'm the king of the jungle, and have that being your stand. that you can stand your ground and know that, yes, I do know what I'm saying, and put it there. Okay. That's what I'm feeling with that one. So I think, look, I know that there's some that I haven't been able to do, and I'm pretty sure I've done a card for you. So look, for anyone who is left that we can't do, that I'm not going to be spending much time. I won't be spending any more time now besides this one. So for any who haven't had an individual card, what we've got for that energy, 54 is the card that brings to a 9, so it is the completion of the evening. And endurance, persistence, perseverance, they'll keep you ready and steady on your path. So find a slower and steadier place. And pace. It says pace, not place. Yes, pace. Beautiful card to finish with, really. It is slowing down, spending time, being present with you, your own inner knowings, your own psychic, intuitive senses, and connecting with your spiritual connections in whatever way that is for you, whether it's through prayer, whether it's through intention of connection, that you meditate and have personal conversations with your spiritual guides, whether you connect with your angelic realm, with the angelic realm, with the God essence, Christ essence. Bring to you that you need as far as the way that you need to connect, because it's for understanding who we are for here in the now. So there we go. And Sarah's saying, yes, thank you. It's the hardest step. Taking that step into, yes, leaving a paid work position to work for yourself. Yes, it is a hard step, but it's doable. Now, here we go. We are going to leave it there. So there's 2 Debs here. Deb, Deb Turner, you've had, it just depends who's first in line. And we've had all the cards that we're going to have tonight. So it's wonderful that you've joined me to be able to share this space together and have the interaction. It's absolutely lovely to do that. Wendy, you've got a lot there to say. Thank you. You love the idea of experiences. You're far older than the photo. Your daughter in the photo is now 24. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Always opted to spend money enjoying experiences like concerts with the children. It's one of those things that I didn't ever actually get to do with my ex-husband. He was always very, very busy working, and we didn't have that. So, and that's why I think it's important, and it's so great to see many of the younger ones now doing that, sharing experiences rather than thinking, whoops, sorry, I hit the wrong button, rather than thinking it's the things that are important, because it's not. So, and here's Nikki giving feedback as well. Her husband's been taken off immunotherapy due to side effects. Oh, yeah, sometimes it can be like that. Trust what you feel is the right direction with that, because we each know how our own bodies are, and it's stepping into that trust. So thank you for sharing that. Okay, thank you, everyone. And Kay saying it's awesome. Thank you. So, wow. And Alison, oh, can I have a card for my birthday? Oh, can I see me finding your glasses? You still haven't found your glasses? I vaguely remember you had lost them before. I'm just going to quickly pull a card, and then I'll need to say good night. And you've got the star. So there you go. Happy birthday to you, Alison. And there we go. A 9, completion. Look to the stars. It's time to manifest. Visualize what you want, plan, and set your goals. Visualize without your glasses. Sorry, I've got a giggle at that one. I think they're having a bit of a joke as well. Like it really is the messages and stuff that we sometimes get from spirit. Visualize what you want. Visualize where your glasses are yourself now. And that's not being facetious. It really is that. Allow the release about the glasses. Just let them go and they'll come to you, is what I'm getting. Like the star shining on where focus needs to be. That's what Kim's suggesting under the lounge, Alison. It doesn't hurt to have a look, does it? And, oh, Deb, that's wonderful. Oh, you've just overcome cancer, so your new life begins. That is wonderful. Thank you for that feedback. I know the feeling, sis. Yes. Kerry, so that you need that. I've got to go. I really do. So thank you for being here tonight. And next week, hopefully, Leanne may have a bit of free time to join in. Who knows? But I mean, it is something that I've been doing now, the weekly, for a long time. And gee, I don't know how many years, probably the same length of time. I think I did the weeklies longer than I've done the daily card spread. So that's at least 3.5 years now. So it is a long time, isn't it? I've thoroughly enjoyed it and still continue to enjoy it. Yeah, and that's there. Kim's qualifying the under the lounge. Sit on the side of it. Yes. Yeah, I agree. Like coins can be too. They slide down there easily from pockets. I am going to pop that in. It's a link to my Curiosity card readings. I love doing those too. And it's just a smaller, shorter way of, well, earning some income from what I love doing. I do, of course, do the longer readings as well, and it's by email. I haven't done phone ones, but I can write out the reports. But I prefer doing them like this, recorded video that you get a link for. And it's fun, but it's also getting into, I can do the one-on-ones like coaching sessions where you're part of what the experience is so that we can get more into the nitty-gritty, because I do have other skills as well. I'm not just into the psychic mediumship, but I do hypnotherapy as well as sound therapy, some other things that can help get through what can be very confusing times and overwhelming situations. So just, and I am available via Messenger in the Facebook. It's been wonderful sharing time and space with you. Thank you so much for being here. And we shall get together next week, and I'm back again tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock to the usual 5 places and spaces. 8 o'clock Adelaide time, that is. So love to see you here. The other thing too, I'm only two subscribes away on my YouTube channel from being able to get my own, YouTube at the Ros Boundy thing. At the moment, it's all those funny letters. I think that's what you need is 100 subscribers. So it'd be lovely if you could pop over, have a look at the channel there. Just do a search for Ros Boundy on YouTube, and you should find it. I don't like putting the links here in Facebook because Facebook doesn't seem to like YouTube. They'll squish down the sending out the stuff. You know what it's like. Anyway, I'll leave that there too. Oh, that's wonderful, isn't it? Oh, Kim, that's a lovely gift, isn't it? Oh, me. Oh, thank you. There you go. There you go. Spread the love around. Be the best you that you can be, and I'll see you tomorrow morning or next Friday. Namaste.